Each year, the Humane Society at Lollipop Farm receives more than 1,200 complaints related to animal cruelty. These calls are answered and investigated by the Humane Society's own law enforcement investigators. The Humane Society law enforcement investigators are empowered by the state of New York as peace officers who have the authority to arrest individuals and issue citations related to animal cruelty and neglect. All calls to the Humane Society Animal Cruelty Hotline are treated confidentially and are investigated thoroughly by Humane Society officers. Often, a simple visit from a law enforcement investigator, who can educate a pet owner about proper care and the needs of an animal, is all that is needed to correct a neglected animal situation. There are many calls every year that require further investigation and do result in an arrest. One situation where an arrest was necessary involved a young shepherd mix named Sasha. After receiving a call from a concerned community member, Humane Society Law Enforcement Chief Investigator Ron Storm went to the residence to assess the situation.
When I knocked on the door, I heard her barking and was able to go out. That's the first time I had actually got a good look at her. There was no muscle tone whatsoever in the dog. The dog was staggering. It was very evident that it had not been properly fed and watered, and general care was not given to the dog.
I've worked for the Humane Society for approximately 8 years, and during that time I've seen a lot of investigation cases come through. However, Sasha's one of the worst cases I've ever seen. She was emaciated beyond belief. We had a vet examine her, and he indicated that there was a chance that she wouldn't make it. The next couple of weeks would tell. She gave us the hope that she could survive, that she had it in her, the will, the spirit to keep going, to get better.
She was pretty much skin and bones, and the most remarkable thing about her is that she was just unable to walk, and she had some medical problems which really hadn't been taken care of. Sasha was in such a great deal of pain that she just wouldn't eat. It had muscle atrophy, it had less to move with, so the joints actually became more and more of a source of discomfort, and so she got thinner and thinner and thinner.
Her recuperation was going to take a while, and a shelter environment just isn't conducive to that kind of therapy. So we decided to put her into foster home, and I volunteered. Despite her condition, she was very alert and interested in everything. I would take her out on my back lawn, and she would lie there and she would see and hear everything. Her wacky ears would be turning one way or another. There was a lot going on inside of her, even if her body was failing her. Certainly her mind and her eyes and her ears weren't. She had endeared herself to me, and I simply couldn't part with her. She had become a part of my family, so I decided to adopt her and make her a permanent member. I'm lucky enough to be able to take her along with other animals to work with me every day, and I'm happy to see that it's not just me she's endeared herself to. Everybody at work loves her. Everybody at the shelter and the veterinarians involved participated in her rehabilitation, and I don't think she could have done it without them.
To see the condition she is in at this point, and to see her the way she was before, is just truly remarkable, because I never expected her to do as well as she did. And it's something where that's a tribute to both the people that have been taking care of her, but also to her and just her spirit, because she never gave up.
She is oblivious to her disabilities. She thinks she's a normal dog, and she can run and swim and play and do everything that everybody else does. Chases after a ball, her favorite game. She's got a spirit of her own, and she makes me laugh, and she has become and is continuing to become a wonderful dog.
Sasha's owner has been charged with cruelty to animals. The penalty for this is up to 1 year in jail and/or a $1,000 fine. Sasha's case is still pending. We rely on calls from the community and always encourage people to use the confidential animal cruelty hotline 223-6500 whenever they are concerned about the welfare of an animal. Sasha's case is an excellent example of the role that the community can play in saving the lives of helpless animals.